Hi guys, my name is Asta. Welcome to my channel once again. So on this episode, I met this really interesting couple during my stay at Obudu, and they have this interesting vibe. The man is all over her, and they are so young and cute together. So I just thought, hey, why not ask them questions, get to know more about them, their love life, how they met, how things are, and play a few games. So we'll join them soon. Yeah, come with me. I have you with me, Mr. and Mrs. Nwaeze. Did I get it?
Yeah, you're correct.
You guys look so beautiful and lovely together. So young, so charming.
Thank you.
I love the way it's always all over you and all that. So, first question: how did you guys meet?
Okay, should I answer?
Please.
Okay, I went for a wedding in Imo State.
Okay.
So that was where I met him.
Aww.
So he approached me and he was all shy that day talking to me.
Like you're a wedding guest or bridesmaid? And
No, I was among the bridesmaids.
Okay.
Yes, like Ashodi.
Was a groomsman too?
No, he wasn't. He just
Wedding
came
guest.
for the wedding. Yeah.
Aww.
So that was where we met.
And the love story started like that.
Exactly.
So how's it been so far? Like,
well, it's been amazing. It's been cool. Though the truth is, we didn't really date for too long.
okay.
Yeah, we didn't date for too long. We met January, that's January 2018, and we got married October 2019.
Wow.
So it's not really been
It was up to you.
It wasn't up to a year. So
Wow.
we got married.
Interesting. So the question is to you now. What was the attraction when you saw her?
I was looking for somebody simple and
Okay.
actually she fit the category, you know. Someone simple, not too natural,
Shit.
and skin tone as well.
Okay, so it was the physical attraction.
Yes, physical
as well as-
attraction and behavioral manners as well. So when I approached her, I was like, okay. Being a shy guy, she had to, push me on the side, but I was like, okay.
So for we ladies, when we meet a guy at first, we always have, I think we have a checklist. So
Exactly.
did you have a checklist?
Yeah.
Did it tick everything or most of it?
Yes, most of it actually. You know,
Okay.
every girl always wants this tall guy. You just have to
Handsome
imagine
guy.
exactly, and well-built guy and all of that. Yes. What actually got me attracted to him is that the way he approached me. I love shy guys. Like, I don't like guys who are just out there who, when they see a woman, they're like, "You're beautiful, I
Very
love
bold.
you." And, you know, those kind of guys. So I love the fact that he took his time. He never asked me out.
Okay.
So he took his time till when he was ready, and then he proposed to me in front of my parents. So like, I'm used to guys always coming around, and when they come around already telling you how they feel and all that. So I'm like, all these guys are scam. But when he came around, he came as a friend. He was just there. Then I was having some issues and I needed someone, and he was just that friend. He was just
Wow.
always giving me that advice I needed
Aww.
at that time.
Aww.
So gradually I started falling in love with
Oh
him.
shit.
And I was waiting for him to ask me out. It was over 6 months. It was rare. Like, every guy, when they come around me,
You just
the
go
next
straight
they
to
go
the
straight to
point.
the. But he wasn't like that. He was a friend. And then the next thing was, when I started developing feelings, is something wrong with me? How come this guy has not yet asked me out? I was waiting for him to ask me out. What's wrong with me?
Wow.
And finally,
And that was it. Okay, so from what I hear, it's like a long distance relationship between you guys. How does it make you feel? Do you feel lonely sometimes?
yeah, I do sometimes, but the thing is, we talk every single day. There is no day we don't talk. No matter how busy he is, we just talk. It's mandatory. Rather, it's compulsory. We must talk. So we get to talk every day at least. Before I go to bed, I talk to him. Before he goes to bed, before he goes to work, while driving to work, we talk. While he's dressing up to work, we talk.
Wow,
Yes.
like video calls and
Video
all.
calls.
Yes.
So long distance
The
is
one
not
finishing my
stopping. Wow.
Yeah.
So the next question is to you. As a guy, do you sometimes get tired? You know, we hear these stories about men. They say, "Wait, get this something, you get tired of it." Have you ever gotten tired, even while we're still dating?
Not really. Actually, her energy at least strengthens you more. The drive, that's what moves you. Actually, I was taking my time to see if I can read the personality.
Okay.
Before I could say, "Oh, mom, this is the one."
Aww.
You know. Actually, I don't know if she said. I don't know if she told. She's from Anambra. I'm from Imo. It's very hard you see. I'm
Yes.
Imo. It's very hard you see that kind of cross in
Anambra,
marriage.
Igbo.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's kind of if you need to present this to your family, you have to be sure.
Convince them and be
Yes.
sure yourself.
But in the middle of everything, and actually, and let me say this.
Okay. Okay.
Right before that, I was into this relationship.
Okay.
And it was a good one. The lady was straight. I mean, direct from my
Your
hometown,
side. Okay.
you know. But in the middle of it, I was praying to God, if this is not for me, just make sure you take this out.
Okay.
You know, right before, you know, we were having this plan. Right before, she called me on the phone like, "Oh, she cannot anymore because someone from the past resurfaced."
And that was how.
Yeah, she wanted to go for jail. To cut the long story short, I tried my best, but it didn't work. But not knowing that there was something waiting.
better, way
So-
better. Okay, so now not so serious questions. What is the most silliest thing you guys have ever quarreled about?
That's a good one.
Okay, let me tell you. Another one pissed me off. That was when we were preparing for our wedding, and I printed out the. Okay, before I took the wedding invitation cards to what are they calling them?
The printing.
To the printer. I wrote down everything since he wasn't with me. I was in Port Harcourt and he was away. So I wrote down everything and I sent it to him. I was like, "Babe, look at this thing." And he didn't go through it. I went to this guy and I printed everything. And in fact, I read everything to him and I told him, "Okay, I've written it down. Before I go print it, why not view it? Tell me what I should correct in it."
Exactly.
He was busy then. I think, okay, yes, he was really, really busy that period. So he didn't look at it, he didn't go through it. And I went to the site and he told me, it's fine, I should go print it, it's okay. I went, I printed it, paid the guy, came back, and I sent it to him. And he still didn't view it properly.
Oh wow.
It was after we now shared out the whole invitation
Invitation.
card. That was when Oga looked at it though, and he was like, "Ah, you put only Mr. You did not put Mrs. Why?" I said, "Babe, isn't now you're coming up with this correction when we have sent?" He said, "No problem. Go back to the cyber cafe and print a new one." I was like, "I don't understand.
You've distributed.
I've already sent out this whole thing to people. How am I supposed to get back and then print another one?" He said he doesn't care. I should do like that. And I said I was really pissed off. I sent him the guy's number and I told him, "Do it yourself." I sent him the guy's number and I said, "Go do it yourself." And that got to him. He was like, "Never you tell me to go do something myself again." So,
Okay, that's funny.
so that one was really, really crazy. I was angry. I was like, this whole stress. I'm the one planning for this thing, and I sent you all of this, and you never said anything about it. And now that I've distributed it.
Interesting. Okay. So what's one weird thing about her? Very weird thing.
She wanted to do everything for me. Everything.
Okay, that's sweet.
Being a guy that is independent and she wanted to make sure she do everything. But I told her this is a partner. It's a partnership, okay?
Together.
I don't want you to feed me.
Wow. So who is more romantic between you two?
I would say she.
That was serious. He always wants to beat me. I'll say he's the one because he always wants to bait me. He wants to tell me that I'm not baiting myself properly. That he wants to bait me. I'm not washing properly. I have to put enough soap. He wants to teach me how to bathe and he wants to bait me. So he's the one, I think.
Or should we just say 50-50? Because it seems both of you. Okay, who is more introverted? I can guess though, but who's more introverted?
He's an introvert.
If I'm to guess, I'll say him too.
Yeah, he is.
Who is more friendly?
Me! I'm always out there. I am.
Okay, so how has it been so far? Now, back to our serious questions. How has the journey been?
Not bad. Actually, right after our wedding, we went to vacation and I left. I traveled. So I went back. So actually I was coming back home every 3 months right before it. But the coronavirus hit and I couldn't come back to Nigeria. So it was like we stayed apart for 11 months. So it was hard.
Almost
It was
a
really
year.
hard.
Almost a year.
I was going crazy.
She was going crazy.
I kept on insisting, if you
Yeah.
don't come back and see, I'm going to deal with
Yeah,
it.
normally I'm in Nigeria like every 3 months. You know, each time we stay like 1 month and I'll go back. And aside from that, this one I couldn't come back.
Aw.
I couldn't be able, we were so busy at work, I couldn't get that opportunity to leave. The airlines were shut down.
I can
So-
imagine. So aside this distance, what other challenge has occurred so far?
Well, we don't really have much challenges.
Just the distance.
Yes, just the distance.
Yes.
The thing is that we are just, how will I put it? We have grown to understand each other, or rather, we are still understanding each other. Because the truth is, you can never learn your partner 100%. It's a process, okay?
It's a process. Right?
Yes, you just keep learning the person, you just keep understanding who he really is and all of that. So he's a simple guy, and that was one thing I really love about him. He's simple, he's understanding, he's down to earth, and he can do anything for you. And when I say anything, really anything. So that is what I love about him. And he is this kind of person, just respect me and I respect you. So just know your boundary, and I already know my boundary, so just know your boundary. So sometimes I could, how will I put it? I could act in a way that we get to him. And the second thought, I was just like, before you leave, let me just calm down. But he's patient. That was one thing. He's patient, he's understanding.
She just described you. I want you to describe her too.
Well, the best part of it is she's always one, you know, when she did something wrong, she listens to you, you know. She's the one that always say, I'm sorry, apologize. I want to be the one to apologize.
It's always
but
hard for girls to apologize. Like, I find that.
Yeah, so she loves to do that, and I like that, you know. You know, ladies, I'm sorry, I'm putting it in general. Sometimes you guys can be in mood, you know, this kind of moody.
Mood swing.
You know,
Mood swing.
I try to understand her.
Okay, when she's
yes,
in the mood.
but aside from that, she's everything I've always wanted. Like I wanted somebody that is simple, you know, not too, you know, I can't need someone being so you know, something like being so fashionable or whatever. There's a word I normally describe it with.
Let's just say simple, right?
So when it comes to her, I like the fact that she's simple and she's humble. You know, that's exactly what I wanted. And time to time, I keep monitoring to see if she was printed, but she wasn't. So when I went to her family, the family was down to the eight, and I called her and said, "Babe, if you need a role model, you have it all in the family. Just keep following the footsteps, okay? The dad is so awesome, the mom is so awesome, the siblings are awesome. So it's an amazing thing."
So on the final note, like, I've really had a nice time having this conversation with these two beautiful, like, they're so beautiful. I'm sorry I'm using beautiful, but people are so cute together.
Thank
like,
you.
do you have any word of advice for single ladies, single men.
I'll say this. From what I've noticed, okay, from being a single for a while and at the same time trying to settle down, this can go both. I always try to put my interest on character, personality. Don't be fooled of what you see or what is going on. Everyone can pretend. The time I came to her, she thought I was in Koto. I'm the one that I don't normally approach her, tell you I'm here and that and this and that. I've been in US for 12 years. So I didn't tell her anything. I wanted her to fish out who I am. That's exactly what you have to do. Try to fish out who the person is. That's the best thing. Trust me, something like this is my life partner. You can make anybody your life partner. As long as you are this careful, you can never be up careful. You are this careful, you know what you want, you know what you're looking for, you work towards it, you have somebody, you can be patient, to study somebody, to know which character, which behavior you can handle and which you cannot handle. That's exactly what you need. What can you handle and what can you not handle? If you can handle this behavior, it's fine, you guys can make it work. If you cannot handle it, it's better, kukuma.
Interesting.
So I would say truly what helped me was prayer. Yes. I come from this family whereby my mom is a prayer warrior, so I was trained that way. So growing up, my mom would always tell me that you're going to get married at the age of 22. That this is the age I wanted to get married, and she kept on praying about. And then I was really nonchalant about getting married. All I was thinking was going to school. I wanted to gain admission like my friends. So now, when I was within the age of 21, and every single guy that came around me, it was like they had this negative mindset. And at that point, I was beginning to build my mind on, I want something more. This is what I really want. I want a real man. I didn't want someone I was going to be playing around with. I want to get married at a young age, have my kids around me, and be young with my husband, going on vacation. That was a little bit my dream. So, what in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is that whatever you want to go for it. There is no point listening. There were people who kept on telling me, yes, I got married at the age of 22. There were people who kept on telling me that, why would you want to get married at this age? You were so young. I was a graduate by then. So I told myself, this is what I want. And when I met him, I did not hesitate. Yeah, I went for it. The reason is because he was all I wanted in a man. The character, the attitude, everything about him. Though he might not really be 100%, yes, but he was just the whole package. Yes, he's just good like that. I just wanted someone who was going to treat me like a queen. I didn't want this kind of a man that was going to be looking down on me or making me feel like, you know how Nigerian men look at women. They just want you to be that woman. So he's not that kind of a person. And he just wants you to be there. He just wants his woman to be a queen. And not like this Mama and Kichi kind of woman. Yes, exactly. So he just wants you to be that babe, always a babe. Sometimes we go out and he'll be like, see, I don't want you to be like this woman. See how she's looking all fat and all this. I want you to just keep looking all good for me.
Sexy.
Exactly. So that's it. Let me stop here.
Wow. Like, love will find me. Like, I just love how you guys vibe together. I love love. Everybody around me knows I love love. So when I see it, I'm always looking at it. Like when I saw you people, I was like, I like them.
We're dating.
I like them. Like, I wasn't sure, but when you said, I asked you, was it your honeymoon you came here for? You said, no, I've been married for 2 years. I was like, interesting. Like, it was so lovely having this conversation. Thank you so much for telling us your beautiful love story. It's been amazing. I hope you learned one or two. Thanks, so guys. Till next time, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.
Bye.